I am going to do a quick tutorial of makeup using plum colors, just to give you an example. So first I'm going to moisturize my face because it's really dry. And I'm sick, so I'm kind of like, bleh. But anyway, I'll do it. I should have put on my eye cream first, but no worries. I'll do it now, and that's just to keep everything moisturized, because when we start to put on powder and foundation, it will start to cake in our beautiful little lines, laughter lines that we have. So I'll just let that kind of marinate on the eyes a little bit. That should help. I'm not going to use a lot of brushes, I don't think, but we'll see. So I'm going to do my lighter foundation because I'm pale. And I think we want to have a lighter complexion, not that really dark tan that we have. So let's put this all over. Still a little bit more darker than what I would like, but for the purpose of this video, we'll use this one. And you can go down the neck if you want, blend it in, around the lips. Okay. So I'm just gonna brush up my eyebrows because I really kind of did them earlier. And I took them kind of over to the side and down a little bit because that's kind of how they did it in the 1900s. You don't want to take it too down so you look sad. This one might be a little sad, but we'll fix that. Just like that. And I will take that away. So I think those are good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of powder on, translucent powder, just to set that. And again, it just kind of peels up the skin. That's what we want because we're going to add all the nice blush and contour and lip color and smoky eye, and we'll be done. So you can add as many layers of foundation and powder as you like. I'm just going to do the one just to show you how it's done. And that's that. Again, if you want to add another layer of foundation and then more powder just to get that good base, that is absolutely fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to just go around my lip line with my pencil, and I have a lopsided lip. I think it's this one that is more cupid and this one that's kind of more flat, so I'm going to try and equalize them out. And it's hard because it's got wrinkly lips. Or laughter lips, whichever. So I'm using a plum lip liner because I will be using a plum lipstick. Or rose, actually. I'm just gonna fill that in, and I'm not gonna do it perfect. Okay, and that's just the lip. Don't take it to the corners because then your lip kind of lengthens, and really what you want to do is you want to have the filler part of your lip here and your little cupid bows coming up. Okay, I think that's good for the lip liner. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this palette, color palette, because it's got my plums in here, it's got my dark black and grays and browns, my highlighter, the grays. I'm not gonna use the grays, I don't think. And then it's got some nice cream blushes and contours and lip colors, and that's what I'm going to use. But I'm going to dab my finger. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this pretty color here for the base of my eye. And I'm just gonna go around the eye quickly. Oh, a little bit of base. The other eye, you guys can use brushes. I'm just doing this for quickness. I don't know how quick it'll actually be, but okay, once you have that base on, then you can start to add your color. I'm going to go and find my bone around my eye, because I don't have a really big eyelid. I have a wider gap here, so I want to take my color up to my eye bone, and I'm just gonna fill that in. I bring it down. And you can build up how dark you want. I'm going for a smoky eye, so you just want to keep putting that on until you get it to the desired color that you want. So I think that I'm going to stick with that right now. I'm sweating, so I'm going to use my powder brush here because it's very hot in this house. I'm going to blot that away. It's amazing what you can do with powder. And I think, sorry, I was just going to open up the window there, but it's already open. So I'm going to use the same plum color. And I'm going to go around the rim of my eye. And I don't know if that's as dark as I want it, but I'll add a little black. So you can actually start off with a black eye, black shadows, or browns, and then maybe add your plum if you don't want to use your plum right off the bat. I think for stage presence, they're not going to see that my eye's plum versus your eye's black, because they're all going to be a dark smoky eye, I think. So I'm going to add just a little black to that. And get that nice and dark. I can't really see what I'm doing, so without my glasses, and when I put my glasses on, then I can't see over the top of them. So this here is the best it gets. So now I'm gonna go right under that eye. I'm gonna do a nice plum eye under there too. This is a nice color actually. I wasn't too sure about it when I picked it up, but I like it. And I think I close my eye slightly. I just do that corner. We're gonna smudge it anyway, because that's what we did. See how it's softer there? I'm pushing the brush upwards to get that softness in, and then I'll do the same down the way on this eye. It's amazing how your mouth comes into play when you're doing your eyes. Okay, so I am going to use my brush to feather just the side here, because I want to come down and go across. I'm just using a little feathery brush. But I want to do this part here, and then the crease, a little that. And brush that through. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, so now that we've got that done, I'm going to use this color up here to do the highlight of my arch. Just very lightly, just to give it a highlight. And I'm also going to use that in the center of my eye to open up my eye now. Right here. And a little in the corner. Okay, that opens up the eye. And so there is my smoky eye. I'm going to blend this out a little bit. I don't have a tissue, but this will do the same thing. It will take off the excess. Brush over the top of that. I'm going to blend all in towards the center of the eye. And there's my smoky eye. I'm going to finish that off with a little bit of mascara. It's not unlike our regular contest makeup. Maybe some of the tutorials will show you a little different. I think the cheekbone, when you start to put the blush on, it might be a little different. The eyebrows can be a little longer and generally thinner, but depends on which shape of eyebrow you have anyway, so it's all good. You can put as many layers of mascara on as you like using your curler, eyelash curler. If you don't have one, just layer your eyelashes. And if you don't want to layer your eyelashes, you can use the false eyelashes, which do a fantastic job. I'm going to go down the bottom. And this side. Okay, quickly. There's probably a little bit of fallout under your eyes, so I'm just going to use a little concealer. Don't be afraid to use your concealer and kind of put it there. Actually, I will use the highlighter and stuff on my Cupid bow, but for now I'm going to go around the eye with this, just dabbing it, taking it out to the side, working it in. Don't worry about if it's not fully absorbed. It will, the more you pat it. Nicely around the eye, so you have a nice finish. Okay, I want to fix my lip because it's bugging me. Okay, so the eyes are done. Now I'm going to come to the blush, and because I'm going to use this as a lip color, I'm also going to use it on my cheeks. So I just want to get the apples of my eye, which are the apples of my cheeks, not the eye, but I want to come right down from the pupil, and I want to put it there, right down from the pupil, just on the apple of the eye. And then I'm going to work that out. I'm not going to go too far out because that's one of the things that they didn't do. They just put it on the apple of the cheek, and that kind of gave a dewy glow. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm done there. And you can layer onto your I'll layer onto this because, you know, for stage presence, but make sure that you blend it in so that you don't have like lines on your mascara. And this is a nice, lines on your rouge. This is a nice cream, so cream blush, so that's nice. And then I'm going to take my rose colored lipstick. I've also got a darker one, but I think I maybe put this one on first and see how it goes. Stain. And that Cupid bow is really nice and defined. And then I think I'm just going to put a little, I'll try this on top. And then I'm going to use my highlighter. My sink is full of makeup. on, and I'm going to go down, up and down the cheekbone with the highlighter. I'm going to come down the bridge of the nose with a highlighter. I'm going to do the cupid right there. And I'm going to do the chin and a little bit on the forehead. And that is it, ladies. Took me 20 minutes. I wish it could take me a shorter period of time. But that's your smoky eye, your cupid lip, your blush just on your cheek. And we're good. Thank you. Bye.